is going on, everybody? Welcome to another installment, episode, whatever you want to call it, of Bad Taste, Better Conversations. This is episode number 117. Damn, that's a lot. Hey, man, yesterday was bad blood. It was a good Saturday. Alabama lost. There was good wrestling. There was some good returns. And the show was a banger. We're going to get into a whole recap and review. We do got a few little business details that we got to get into first. Before we get into that, I'm one of your hosts, Wrestle Spot. What's up, Rod?
Oh, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Rod, man. I just got back from Atlanta, actually, several hours ago. So, I was there. Classic show, man. But, we're going to get into that. And we have some stuff we gotta talk about here in a little bit before we actually get into the review of Bad Blood. What's going on, Hoodie Ghost, man? But yeah, no, we got some stuff to talk about, man. It's a stacked show last night. I'm feeling very tired right now. Not gonna lie.
We're about to bring up a guest, but if you are watching on the Btbc X Twitter page, whatever you want to call it, and you want to join the conversation, go over to the Wrestle Spot or Rod Hardy on Twitch. And come get in chat, talk with us. Without further ado, let's bring on our guest of the show. Hey, man. What is good, Lee? Welcome to the show. You were here, unfortunately, for some bad news. Little spoiler in the show. We're going to get a full breakdown of the match, but Drew McIntyre did, in fact, lose last night.
What the fuck are you two doing? What the fuck is this? What are you wearing? What are you wearing? Why are you
I always wear this.
Why you both wearing CM Punk merch? Why?
I always wear this.
No,
I always wear the shirt.
I've never seen you wear that, and you're just a dick rider.
I always wear this. What are you talking about?
You even got one behind you as well. Look, I see that one behind you.
That's literally been there every episode.
Look, wait. What does it say in the back? Wait, hold on. Best in the world.
Logistics. Axel talking malarkey.
What are you talking about, bro?
Malarkey. No,
he's
not in it.
Best in the world. One last night.
Well, Lee, we do got to talk business, man. You did make a deal with Tommy.
First of all, Deontay, bring that one back up. Please bring that mess back up. Fuck you. Not a WCM Punk. Yeah. It's been a fun journey, crack, but we're done for now. We're cooked. Where is he anyway? Huh? Where is he?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. We'll get into the details of why why we got here, but let's bring the man up really quick.
What the fuck was that?
Hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie. That was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Loki, shed a tear. Wow.
Oh,
that shit was beautiful, bro. Like I'm shook. Like that was beautiful. That was fucking.
No.
See him go, bro.
No.
Yes, bro. Thank you.
No. What the fuck was that?
So I just wanna fuck you, Crack. Hey, guess what? FTS? Damn, what is that again? Damn.
You know what it was? The thing that run what riot in your server for 10 months.
It's not there no more. Deuces. Hey, bruh. CM Punk won. I mean, come on now. Best in the world right here. Wrestler of the year. Don't care.
You're a grown adult with a toy.
I'm an adult with a collectible. This is a collectible. Don't hate.
No, it's a toy.
This is what real fans do. You have any Drew figures? No, because you're not a real fan. And I want to buy any right now. I want to buy it right now. He's on an all-time low right now. Thank you for it. It was a good match, great match, but the best in the world.
No. If anything, it shows that CM Punk is not a safe worker.
What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
This match showed that CM Punk is not a safe worker. You know,
bro, I don't know what you're talking about.
McIntyre's head.
Bro,
do I need to?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Huh?
You make sure you show the clip of him like begging. Show that one too.
Look, are you forgetting that CM Punk did this to Drew? Are we forgetting about that?
You don't listen.
Very unprofessional and very unsafe, Tommy.
I don't like how you're trying to spin this. You're not going to spin this. I'm gonna enjoy my W. All that shit talking that you did for 10 months. We've been doing this for 10 months, bruh.
Yeah.
And it's over. It's over. And guess what?
I'll find a way to come back. I'll find a way.
Anyways, well, you need to go. You need to go get your man Drew up, bro. You need to go get your man Drew up, bro. But best in the world. Thank you. I don't want to hijack the show because I can talk about CM Punk all day, but I'm not.
It's your day. It's your day, Tommy, man. You know, it's your day. It's CM Punk Appreciation Day. I mean, look at being a Wrestle Spot, man.
What day?
Best in the world, the GOAT.
Yep.
You know,
talk about it.
CM GOAT, man.
Yep. Ever since this moment happened, he came back at Survivor Series 2023. Ever since that moment happened, man, he's been taking great care of us. And we need to appreciate him for it. You're welcome, Drew. You're welcome. That's it.
All right, man. It looks like this Tommy Lee is it over? What's next, man?
What's next for you guys, man?
Go ahead.
Is it over? You know, like, we all know they pinned each other once. Though. But if you think it's over, shake my hand. Come on. It was a good 10 months.
We did bring the best feud in that time span. So I guess. That's enough. All right. Don't get ahead of yourself.
All right. With that being said,
CM Punk's still a bitch, though. I'm just saying it now. He's only gained a tiny bit of respect from me. He's gained a tiny bit.
During this 10-month long feud, we usually, bring you down so we can. He said, "I'll get a room." We'd usually bring you down so we can get on the show. But would you like to stay and talk about this match?
Yeah, I'll stay. What time is it? It's 1:10. Yeah, I've got time.
All right,
because I'm a busy person. I got multiple businesses to run. I got to do shit and talk with Blaze. I got to do all this stuff. Because BOD and stuff. You know how it is, Tommy. But I got some time in my schedule. Yeah, I got some time to stay.
Well, let's get into this review of the show, and we don't got to wait long to talk about this match because it opened the show. Where the hell did he go?
Yeah,
there he is. Talk about CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre inside Hell in a Cell. Gave him damn near 45 minutes. I'll let you start, Rod, man.
Okay. So I was there in Atlanta, obviously. These guys. Okay, the total match time was like 32 minutes. Honestly, look, it didn't even feel like it. I felt like the match just went so fast. I'm not gonna lie. I'm here to say, like, this is top 5 Hell in a Cell matches all time. It's top 5. Look, exactly what Phil said. Should have main evented. I don't care about The Rock. Here's the thing: is nothing on this show was gonna top this match. By the way, There was nothing that was going to top it. You know, not Cody, not Roman, not anybody. The thing was this match kind of had a little bit of a shock factor for the simple fact that it's just like we didn't know how brutal they were really going to get because we haven't seen a truly brutal match from a WWE in quite a while. I think it's probably been close to 15, 20 years since we've seen anything as brutal as this. And when the match was starting off and you could see like them pulling out wrenches to like almost try to make each other bleed, I was like, oh, I kind of know where they're going with this. They're gonna get super physical, super brutal. It's gonna get super violent. And before we knew it, blood just started spewing out of CM Punk's head and like profusely. And it got even worse because Drew McIntyre got busted open with a toolbox. This was anything and everything you could have probably ever asked for in a Hell in a Cell. They are bringing back respect to the Hell. I mean, just a couple of years ago, we were in a scenario where Hell in a Cell matches were ending in disqualifications, like
back-to-back years.
Back-to-back
no
years.
contest.
And this is Drew and CM Punk truly brought back the mystique and the brutality of what a Hell in a Cell should be. Because ever before the Elimination Chamber, this was kind of the end all be all. Like this is what people didn't want to be in. They did not want to be in Hell in a Cell because it was just way too brutal. It would shorten careers or even end careers. I mean, Mankind, Mick Foley, he'll tell you like he lost several years off of his career due to that match with The Undertaker. But this match was anything you could have probably ever asked for and more. The storytelling in this match, the pacing, this was like Picasso. This is any of the greatest paintings. This was a beautiful disaster of a match. I'm speechless even talking about it. Yeah, because it's chaos, disaster, like blood splattered all over the place. I'm not gonna lie, Drew McIntyre has 3 Hall of Fame worthy picturesque moments in that match. The first one was when he first got busted open and you just see like the blood like just dripping down his nose. The second one was when CM Punk had locked him into the sharpshooter, kind of paying homage to WrestleMania 13, Bret and Austin. And then the last one was eventually when Drew McIntyre was on his knees and kind of CM Punk saying to pray to him. I mean, those shots where you just see the blood just streaming down Drew McIntyre's face. One thing that was actually so funny while I was in the crowd was whenever the referee tried to put the towel and try to wipe the blood off of Drew McIntyre's face, the crowd would like literally boo. And then once he would swat it out of his face, the crowd would cheer again. But this was crazy. I know a lot of people. I've been seeing a lot of people over Twitter saying that after this match, the crowd did die. Look, the crowd was so emotionally invested into this match. They probably were more emotionally invested into this match than any other match on the card. And it's crazy because Roman and Cody were on the card. Obviously, Rock wasn't scheduled, but people kind of knew he was going to come back. But this is a good problem to have, right? Because you have too much star power, right? And it's like one has to main event and one has to open. I see people saying, "Oh, this is like an issue." It's a good issue to have. That means you have a lot of top stars. That's what that means. And this pay-per-view kind of proves that. Because one match had to open and one match had to close. Unfortunately, Drew and Punk had to open. I still stand by the fact I'm actually very pissed. Fuck that Tooth Fairy piece of shit. He couldn't get shit to work at DC. Now he got to come in here, and now he got to try to run shit, be in the board. Man, fuck The Rock. He screwed Drew McIntyre. He screwed CM Punk again. And you don't need to be in the main event. Start the show off. You come out, blah, blah, blah. Like, could you ever imagine? Final shot of the night, bloody CM Punk at the top of the ramp. Boom, that's it. Show done. Perfect.
I mean, he wouldn't really be standing because we all seen what happened after he left the cell. He fell over.
He was doing a great job at giving that match that feeling that you aren't supposed to be okay walking out, no matter win or lose. What is Donnie talking about?
I'm sorry. The Rock
he's in the bloodline.
Yeah, but The Rock, sorry, man.
Damn.
Yeah, and it comes back. It comes back. Now, Tommy, I'm going to quote your goat here. It's crazy to think that The Rock is in the main event and I'm not, and CM Punk isn't.
Fuck you, Donnie, and fuck you, Lee. But listen.
Whoa.
Listen.
I'm just quoting
No, that was my
him.
last time. I promise. That was my last time. But I mean, yeah, fuck The Rock. I mean, just that simple. The farm was best like that emo hair Wrestle fridge. Oh wow.
Huh?
Oh.
A Wrestle Spot going back to the emo hair.
Is that?
I haven't got a haircut in a minute, man.
I still remember when the whole BAS and Btbc stuff last year. I was going crazy talking loads of shit to you about your hair.
Oh, me and you went back and forth too many times, man.
I think I told you to shave your beard as well.
Dang. Wow.
I can't say what I said.
Where would y'all place this Hell in a Cell match like all time?
I'm with you. Top 5.
That's real.
If I'm being,
I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of matches I gotta go back and look at. I can't.
But I'm
pretty. I can confidently say top 5.
It is better than Triple H and Undertaker WrestleMania 28. Better.
I can't go there.
I can.
That's why I might have to stop you.
I don't care.
Here, man.
Hot take. It's a hot take. This one is better than that one.
If you're talking to Tommy BTBC, I can't go with you. But if you're talking to Tommy Pump, oh, I'm with you, brother. I'm wired.
I love you too. With respect. Love you too.
But honestly, I don't think I can't put over that one.
Chat, what is your guys' top 5 Hell in a Cell matches of all time, and where do you guys rank this one?
What did we say the top 5 were a couple weeks ago?
What, for Hell in a Cell matches?
Yeah.
Did we say that?
I feel like we named more than 5. I feel like
we named more than 5. We were like, oh, we don't know if it's gonna even eclipse that.
I'll give you guys.
But Loki did. If we play that clip back, Loki did. It beat a lot of them. I feel like I put it over Shawn and Triple H.
Yeah.
I'm putting it over that one for sure.
You know, it's so funny because like I find it hard to put over like I had to really think about it. Like, is it gonna go over like Batista and Triple H, like Undertaker and Brock? And it's like Undertaker and Brock, like the first one, not the second installment. I think it does. My personal top 5, right? I think it goes Undertaker, Mankind at the number 1. At number 2, I put Undertaker, Shawn. At number 3, I put End of an Era. At number 4, I put Armageddon, 6-man, Hell in a Cell. And then this one sits at number 5 for me.
I kept hearing people talking about that, the New Day and the Usos.
That's phenomenal.
Here's
that's a great one
that everyone is sleeping on: Roman Reigns, Jey Uso.
Yeah, that's a great one. It's just it's not that.
I gotta let this match sit for a couple weeks.
The thing is like it's not that one isn't as brutal, unfortunately. That's the only thing. It's storytelling, right? It's like storytelling based. And when I think of like best Hell in a Cell matches, you kind of incorporate the storyline aspect, but you incorporate the brutality of it. And I think the Drew and Punk one encapsulated both of that. And you added blood, and it almost adds on to the match as well.
It was pure cinema, and it did everything it needed to do. Show the deep history and rivalry that's in there, the personal, them taking each other out. The blood added so much more, and it made it feel 10 times more personal. It did its job to perfection.
It's funny, one that gets lost in the shuffle is Roman and Bray from, I think it was like 2015, I want to say. Hell in a Cell.
Wasn't that with ass?
What, Roman and Bray?
Yeah.
No,
I don't remember that one being like generational or anything.
That one was pretty damn good. The other one is that gets lost in the shuffle a little bit is Kevin and Seth. That might have been 2017, I think.
They had a Hell in a Cell match?
Yeah.
It was
the Universal title.
I don't think that one was like generational or anything, but it was good.
What about Edge and Seth? Didn't they have Hell in a Cell?
That's a so that one
Cinema.
up to it's like
that's probably the best one in years.
Years, yes. I think that's probably the best one in a very long time.
And I was surprised Edge could go like that in Hell in a Cell still.
That one's top 10. I think it's top 10.
Oh, definitely.
And the thing was it was brutal. That's a brutal match that had featured no blood at all. That's a brutal one right there.
But where are we ranking Demon and Edge? Demon Balor.
that
one was off to a really. That one was off to a really good start, and it's just the whole thing with the leading the wrong finish.
It started strong, and then it slowly.
It's outside the top 10. It's outside the top 10 for me.
It slowly spiraled into Fiend versus Seth Rollins.
I know, like the Usos
stopping the match so that Finn Balor could get checked over was dumb as fuck.
I think Usos and New Day is top 10. I think the Usos won.
That's a tough list to put together. I'm not gonna
lie. It is.
That's something I got to sit down and do.
Or here's a suggestion for you guys to do on a podcast: rank every single Hell in a Cell match.
At least the good ones.
Take a lot of research.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot.
Find like the 10, 15 best. Yeah, that's a good idea though.
That is a good idea. Yeah, no. This match had so many spots. I feel like they didn't use a lot of weapons, but they used enough, and they made every weapon feel important. From the wrenches were probably the most important weapon of the whole match. The steel steps, obviously, that ending portion when Drew hit his back on the edge of the steel steps was absolutely nasty.
When Drew brought out that black bag towards the end,
I thought it was thumbtacks.
I thought it was thumbtacks.
Me and Ghost and Cracker in the VC streaming it, and we all thought it was thumbtacks as well. And then he put
That's
it out.
So funny.
And it was the bracelet. Tommy, the bracelet.
Yeah, the fucking bracelet. But they even made that work,
Bro,
all the playbacks as well in that match.
You give Drew something small, he's gonna make it work because he's that talented up here at thinking of stuff. And then there's CM Punk who just takes all the credit.
No. I mean, let's not. CM Punk isn't great at what he does, but
I mean, that was his. To be fair though, right? When I've been looking at online, right? Twitter, all that. I say, right? People are CM Punk for. He just gave us one of the best Hell in a Cell matches ever, but they're giving you don't see them mention Drew McIntyre. It takes two to tango with a Hell in a Cell.
They both couldn't have done it without each other. I'm not gonna lie. Like the fact that they were that's the thing is for these type of matches you need a really good dance partner. And I think both of their names will forever be attached to one another. And I guess one other thing, this is CM Punk's best match since his 2021 return, by the way. I think this is already over the MJF non-caller match.
I mean, when he was in AEW, I don't think he really had
he didn't have that many matches. No.
I could really only think of the CM Punk
MJF.
matches.
But that's Mojo one, maybe.
Mojo,
I thought the only one you can hold up even close to that Hell in a Cell match. To be honest, to me,
the John Moxley won it all out 2022. The dog collar match and the one with Samoa Joe are the only ones I can remember. And the John Moxley match one is the only reason I can remember that is because of what happened afterwards.
Yeah. And the other thing is, I truly think outside of the Cena matches, this is in the top 3 for a CM Punk catalog. Outside of the two, the money in the Bank and the Raw match, I think this is gonna go up there as top 3, and I think this is Drew McIntyre's greatest match in his career. I think this surpasses the WrestleMania 39 Triple Threat. Now
that's a bit of a hot take for me.
I think this is official.
Any match that Drew McIntyre won is instantly in my top 5.
That's great.
And I'm not gonna lie, Drew McIntyre didn't really lose. He came out almost $1 million coming out of this match as well.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna give him some time
off, right?
If anybody's deserved it, it's him. But knowing him after seeing how he wrestled last night, bro, I doubt he wants to take any time off.
No, it's the Scottish way. You never quit, no matter what.
Oh, this is true. This is Punk's first real feud from start. Yeah.
Yeah. The other ones just kept getting interrupted. Yeah.
This is for Punk's first full-fledged feud. This is great. This just goes to show you when Punk is given the material and he's given when he has the passion to actually go for something, he can truly deliver classics. It just depends on the other person that he's matched up with, and luckily for him, he was matched up with somebody who's quite literally at the peak of their career right now. Drew hasn't done as good. Like this is the best work he's ever done. I mean, I don't know his stuff from ICW.
It's hard to imagine anything's better than this, though.
But this is Lee would know more. But this to me, I think is like Drew's magnum opus.
I mean, I did watch a lot of his ICW, and he did like always very much push the boundary. I think he stapled somebody's head once while he was in ICW. You know, he did a lot of crazy shit. Like, I'm saying now, in WWE, this is the closest you're gonna get to seeing ICW Drew McIntyre in WWE. Is what you've seen last night.
Talking about Punk McIntyre was pretty much so far.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking Lee. When I was saying like best Drew McIntyre, I'm talking like overall, like character work, mic work, almost everything in totality as Drew McIntyre, the character.
Yeah.
From match quality and character development.
Yeah, this is as close you're gonna get to independent team
January.
You're gonna get in WWE.
Yeah, this is
from January this year to now, bro. It's crazy.
And I think you can even extend it back because he started to turn.
Oh yeah, kind of like when he turned heel in November, I think, right?
I think was it October? Or
no,
November?
it was September.
September. Okay.
He started the shit with Jey Uso.
Yeah,
That's right.
September.
That's right.
But yeah,
no,
since then I think he's to give Drew his credit, of course. I think since that heel turn, since that Jey feud, he hasn't missed. He's been on fire. He's only been going up. So I mean, it does take two to tango, but I mean we gotta give Drew his credit for sure. I mean Drew has been flawless since that heel turn.
If you look at
arguably top 5 right now.
Yeah. If you look at his year in review, I mean you got the Seth Rollins feud to start the year. Obviously, a very personal feud with Punk mixed in a little bit. Then he kind of
feud with Damian Priest.
Then he transitioned. Yes, yeah. Then he transitioned into the mini feud with Damian Priest, which obviously turned out to be he had a great match with Damian Priest at Clash at the Castle.
I'm so glad I didn't pay the money to go to that. So glad I didn't pay the money.
He wins. He goes ahead. He wins Money in the Bank, and then he transitioned completely into the feud with Punk, going from basically like July all the way through now. I mean, the dude has been on a run. I'm almost pressed to say he's probably for me wrestler of the year or like almost damn close to wrestler of the year for WWE on the male side.
Honestly,
definitely makes the case for the Final Four. Easy.
What's it called? Matt. Only so many wrestlers, Matt, that have the ability to where their in-ring work damn good and their character work are damn good, and kind of just putting it together. That should be your wrestler of the year. And
that question there.
I think it's official. I think McIntyre has kind of surpassed Gunther.
Drew McIntyre.
I think he has surpassed him.
I think because of his promos and his stories.
Yeah.
If you give Gunther Goldberg at any point at the end of this year, you failed him. You failed him. You just gave the title to McIntyre. What the heck?
I'm not gonna lie. I think McIntyre could sit the rest of the year. I mean, he might sit comfortably in the top 4.
That's what I'm saying for sure. I think he's low.
The work that he has done for the first 10 months of the year, it's almost like he's worked overtime. He's worked double time. Like he's really put in the work, and I think there's enough evidence to back him up to where he could potentially be top 4 by the end of the year, male wrestler of the year. I think even like in terms of like overall, I think I'm not gonna lie, man. I might have to put him over some guys like Swerve. Might, man. I don't know. He might go.
I think I definitely got him over Swerve.
I think I might have him. I might have him over Brian. I don't know. I think I might.
But Brian's in a situation where if you do right now, then I completely understand it. But I think Brian is one of those guys that may push Drew to that 4th spot just because Brian is going to keep going probably for the rest of the year. So
although I think Ospreay's had better matches, I think
character
packaged together.
Drew has just been.
Drew.
Can I point out something? This Anthony guy's YouTube profile photo looks very good.
You lost me. Brian can't lie. I'm not gonna.
Me specifically, I value the character work over the in-ring stuff.
Your character work makes everything.
And
like I said it.
Drew was able.
Character, you're good in wrestling.
He was able to maintain it with his in-ring.
Think about it. There were like stretches of time where Punk wasn't on screen due to his injury, and Punk was and McIntyre was keeping people invested in the feud. he would mention Punk every week. Look, he might have the best story of the year, but in totality, Drew for a portion of the time had carried the CM Punk feud for a little while.
Are we saying the retirement thing? Is that I'm guessing?
Oh yeah, probably.
And I mean, he's probably also thrown in the BCC stuff if he's trying to be specific.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what sets Brian apart from the rest of the roster right now. Brian has direction.
Well, he does have the best story of the year. You can also say that Punk and McIntyre has a feud of the year.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm not looking at anybody crazy if they're saying Drew and Punk is better than Brian's retirement story.
I'm sorry.
That's the thing is
Brian's retirement story.
A feud in a singular story is kind of two different things.
Mm-hmm.
It's two different things, and so it's two different things. Like Brian Danielson doesn't really have a feud of the year, kind of like he doesn't have one. He doesn't have a specific person that sticks out with him. Like Cody has Roman, right?
Oh, I think he's talking about matches. He's talking about matches.
Oh, matches.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, Brian may
have
the better matches.
Brian might have him on matches, but you got MVP wrestler of the year. You got to match
the totality
of the matches
of what Drew has done.
Which one I will say is Brian's getting a fighting chance because he was doing that whole story of the what's that move? Wait, no, I'm thinking of something else. My fault.
That's awesome.
Tiger Driver. Think of the Tiger Driver with Osprey and MJF.
Depending on how this BCC story goes, I think this is Brian's chance to make that get that staple.
I'm gonna go see what you said. Hold on.
Under his belt.
I see Brian losing it to John Moxley.
Live reaction. Hold on.
Uh-oh, what happened?
We're live. We're on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what he's talking about.
What'd you say?
I don't know. I haven't said anything about Becky.
Yo, Axel, what? Axel, what are you doing, bro?
Oh, he said wrong person. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yo, Donnie trying to start beef for no reason. Donnie trying to start?
Quick reminder: if you're watching on X, we see there's about 30-something of y'all. If y'all want to join the conversation, go over to YouTube or Twitch. And
you guys are live on X?
Yes, we are. We've done upgraded, boy.
We appreciate all 42 you guys who are on here. 32 coming from X. We appreciate you guys. If you guys want to join the conversation at the Wrestle Spot on YouTube,
TikTok. Next stop, live on TikTok at the same time. Got to figure that one out, guys.
Yeah, facts.
You gotta.
Oh, it's lost.
I know. I'm the most famous video on the BTBC TikTok still. Tommy, that was us, bro. We did that.
We did.
All right, man. Final thoughts on this match before we get on to the next one. Obviously, the rest of the matches won't be as long as this one.
5-star banger, to be honest with you.
Yeah, this is
match of the decade.
This is fine.
What does this say? What does this rank on y'all's matches of the year? Is this y'all's favorite so far?
This is number one.
Number one.
It is number one. I'm sorry, Swerve, but this is number one.
This is number one. The overall storytelling and then just the surprise factor of the match and how look, obviously AEW has had brutal matches or whatever, but storytelling and then everything within the match, this is number one for me.
For me, it's this one and Roman and Cody for obviously two very different reasons. Because in-ring work brutality on this one, and then just the childhood factor of the other one. Yeah, but it just depends on what day you ask me. But let's get into the next one. What did y'all think of Nia Jax and Bayley?
This was okay. This was so I will say, right. So this match in ring was not good. I just want to say that. It was funny. It kind of kept me invested because it was so there was botches and stuff, and then we got the Nia Karana, which is super funny, or at least she tried to.
Shout out Nia Jax, man.
She tried to do her Karana. What kept me invested was the overbooking of this match. Towards the back half of it, that's kind of what kept me invested in this match. So to me, this was fine, like especially because it followed up such a great opener. This match was fine, and Bailey's kind of what Phil's saying, you know, playing third wheel. She's basically playing a pawn to get Tiffany Stratton over on Nia Jax. And I'm not gonna lie, the crowd was really wanted to see Tiffany Stratton. But this was no like in-ring masterclass or anything like that. What really kept me invested was just the overbooking in this match. Super funny. There was a lot of botches though, but it was just a super funny match, especially towards the end.
I guess, because I'm gonna be honest. I watched that particular match. I watched that match literally this morning. I was on the road driving, and that match was.
This one I was going to my friend's house to go watch the show, so I was like listening to it, but I couldn't give it my full attention.
Right, so I watched it the day after.
I was in the VC for this one.
Oh, so you probably you saw it live. But my first because I saw the discourse online about it, I already kind of was like, oh no, how bad was it? You know.
So it definitely wasn't better than the SummerSlam installment, is what I'm hearing.
No. It was not. It was not. So when I watched it for myself, again, I tried to go in with an open mind, but it's hard after you already see a bunch of people kind of killing it already online. So I went in there and I'm watching. I'm like, I see the botches, I do, but I think what I'm gonna take from it is that I really love how Nia Jax was it wasn't much different that she was trying in the ring, but it was. It's almost
trying.
Exactly. She knew it was a PLE event. She raised the level to that event, and I can appreciate that, especially since where she came from even from her debut coming back at 30 at the Rumble, how we didn't really want to see her to where she is now. I trust her to keep trying things, and eventually she's gonna get it because that's what she's shown me already. So I'm okay. Match, yes, it was skippable, but I don't want this. This isn't gonna damage Nia's reign or anything. So I don't want no one to think that. But it was, it was whatever. But I do trust Nia. So.
It was very funny. She gave Bailey a Bailey to belly.
That was crazy.
Which is super funny because Bailey doesn't use that move anymore. What'd you think about it, Lee?
I think the only reason this match happened was to build the tension between Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton on the whole, is Tiffany going to cash in? That's what this whole thing kind of felt like to me. It wasn't really centered around Nia Jax and Bailey. It was more around Nia Jax and Tiffany. So it was just Bailey was just there. I wasn't invested in it. To be fair, I was also very.
The one spot I did see was when Nia Jax sat up like the Undertaker for Tiffany.
That's
funny, bro. Nia's funny, bro.
I popped. Nia is very funny.
And I'm not gonna lie. This is not necessarily about the match, but I caught some of the pre-show, and when was it Kathy Kelly? I don't know. It wasn't Jackie Redmond. It was Kathy Kelly, I think. They were doing a little sit down interview, and I just felt like Nia Jax. I don't know if Triple H was like just be yourself, but Nia Jax's character work and just the way she's carrying herself as champion right now, she's really becoming. Now, granted, she's not over Roxanne by any means, but just in terms of demeanor and character right now, Nia is actually becoming one of my favorite women's champion in the world right now. To be honest with you, Roxanne's still clear cut, but she's creeping. She's really.
So we've all been high on Nia, so it's good to see she's just getting taking it and getting better.
Bro, I've always liked Nia.
Mm-hmm.
I was late to the party. I'm not gonna lie. I was late. I was late.
You missed.
Nia's been doing phenomenal work this year, man.
I think it took a clear turn for her when it took a clear turn for her with that match with Becky.
Yes,
in January. Yeah. I think it was on day one.
Yep. And it's just been spiraling. What's the star rating for you guys for this match?
I can't give one. I
gotta go 3. I gotta go 3 just because it was funny. I gotta go 3.
I'm actually crazy. I'm actually with Lee on this one. I think I'm leaning towards a 2.5 kind of thing.
From what I'm hearing, 2.5 sounds fair.
I just think And then, especially from what we got from the SummerSlam match, just like, yeah. I was kind of expecting this one to be at least better than that, but it wasn't. So I have to.
All I'm saying is,
I'm ready to agree. I was there and I had a lot of fun in the crowd, so it was like it was just funny. Just the crowd was super invested into the Tiffany Stratton thing. So it was just
of course, Axel was there. Of course, Axel was there. Rich kid. I just think it should have been Naomi in the match instead of Bayley.
Yeah, it should have been Naomi. 100%. Should have been.
Agreed.
Why it wasn't? We'll never know.
Real quick, I just I kind of want to do this with every single match. Can I go rewind to Drew and Punk real quick? What's next for Drew? And then we'll go to this match.
Okay, bet.
What's next
World
for Drew?
champion.
I think
if he's not taking any time off.
Okay, because my answer was he should take some time off.
So if he wasn't taking time off,
world champion. I think he beats Gunther.
Of course.
No, because Triple H rewarded Damian Priest with Money in the Bank for his stuff with Bad Bunny.
this makes sense right here.
So
let Drew go to SmackDown.
Okay.
If he doesn't win the world title, I see him going to SmackDown and beating LA Knight and becoming Grand Slam Drew.
That
would be.
Did he ever finish that story with Sheamus, or did that just go nowhere?
There hangs a rivalry. It could just go on forever.
Yeah,
that's something they could just dump into for the holiday season. So quick wraps.
Have a cool little theme to Donnybrook Brawl for Christmas episodes,
Yeah, they've already had one of them, and Drew McIntyre won it. They've already had one.
Then that means Sheamus needs to get his win back.
Yeah, but that's if Sheamus can beat Butch this Monday.
True. But I mean,
which is a 2-hour Raw. 2-hour Raw, everyone.
That's gonna be weird. I'm gonna be confused, and from 10 to 11, I'm gonna be like, what am I supposed to do?
I'm going to love every second of a 2-hour Raw.
That's
also,
to adjust to.
That stuff finishes at 4 a.m. normally. Now it's gonna finish at 3. I'm gonna enjoy life.
And obviously, this one's a little bit more obvious, but for CM Punk, I'm guessing Gunther.
Yeah, he's gonna get squashed by Gunther.
Maybe, yeah. Because I guess we're saving Seth for like Rumble-ish.
Mania.
Mania.
That match can only happen at WrestleMania.
I'm fine with that. So yeah, I guess let Seth play around with Bronson Reed or whatever.
But of course, CM Punk still isn't.
Me and Punk are gonna go do real man things and go try to get a real.
And of course, Solo Sikoa is gonna main event WrestleMania before CM Punk.
Solo Sikoa. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. If Solo Sikoa don't pick this shit up, he better not main event another freaking show above.
We'll have a little talk about Solo in a little bit, but now to bring it to the next match, what's next for Nia and what's next for Bayley?
Wrestle Spot question. Phil wants to hop on.
Oh, sure.
Oh my God, yes, Phil.
It's always a pleasure when Phil comes up.
What's next for Nia and Bayley?
I mean, Nia gotta keep watching her back. Tiffany she's not.
I'm guessing Naomi, right?
It makes sense.
Probably.
It makes sense.
Nia she's gonna have the feud with whoever it's probably Liv, I'm guessing.
Liv, Mid Morgan.
Oh no. She's finna fucking sit on her.
Wait, what's next for who? For Rhea?
For Nia.
Nia.
Oh, for Nia.
You better do the champion, the crown jewel thing. Yeah, so that's
I'm not gonna lie.
All simultaneously doing a feud, I guess. I don't know.
What were your guys' answer?
For Nia, Naomi, I said get ready for that, either Naomi or that the crown jewel thing.
For me, so yes, crown jewel, but I think there's something else waiting for her. I think it's Charlotte Flair. That's like she's been calling herself the queen,
That's facts.
And there's only one real queen.
But Nia Jax needs to save Raw. Wait, no. Charlotte Flair needs to save Raw from Liv Morgan.
No. Raw does need help though, in terms of that department.
16-time world champion incoming.
I like the Charlotte idea. I really like that because I didn't put that together.
They've been teasing it. You know, Nia's been calling herself the queen a lot, so it's like.
I
Right.
mean,
Kind of
she
been teasing.
technically is the queen.
Yeah, she is the queen, but you know, when Charlotte's gonna come back and say I'm the only real queen, so.
I mean,
And then
Charlotte Flair never won the Queen of the Ring, so that doesn't make her the queen.
It's her character.
Alright, sorry I interrupted you, Tommy.
nah, but I just for Bailey might also need to take some time off. She might just need to come back
That's real.
or something.
Yeah.
You know? Or we can have a little
Oh,
side
man.
quest of her trying to make up with Bianca, and I don't know where it could go, but that just keeps her on TV, I guess. I don't know how we're gonna. I don't know. Bailey she may be useful actually in some cases, maybe. I don't know, but I think she should just come back for Rumble, and that's what I was. That's kind of what I think Drew should do. I think he should just come back for Rumble, be the big Rumble comeback.
Well, what's it called, man? Next, what wasn't a match? We had an announcement. We kind of hinted at Crown Jewel, but basically Triple H came out and announced that every year Crown Jewel, starting with this one, there's going to be a Crown Jewel champion for the men and the women, and to become the champion, it'll be the WWE champion versus the World Heavyweight champion, Women's World champion versus WWE Women's champion. They'll face each other every year, and if it Crown Jewel happened today, it would end up being Cody, Gunther, and Liv Nia, I believe. Thoughts?
Nobody wants to see Morgan versus Nia. Straight up, nobody wants to see it.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's the whole idea around champion versus champion.
So what I will say is like the title. By the way, the title looks nice. It reminds
Oh,
me.
the title
of
is beautiful. Yeah.
It reminds me of the early iterations. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like the Continental title or international.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. And it's so crazy. Wait, just one thing before I keep going. I thought they re-signed.
I'm not, and if they haven't, I feel like they are because that Riyadh season is like big right now or something like that.
No, it doesn't move me. But look, the matches don't really matter to me. Okay, look, I mean, we're gonna get Cody and Gunther.
To be real, I mean, of course, I mean, I'm not gonna turn down Cody and Gunther, but yeah.
Every year,
other than
world
that,
champion, yeah, the world champion. It seems like glorified exhibition to me. Like
Yeah.
and we were heading in the right direction for these Saudi pay-per-views because they just felt bad at some point. They felt like they didn't matter, and then Triple H started booking them like progressing stories through them, and we're like, oh, okay, like we're getting somewhere. I think the first one that really popped out to place was the one with where Logan and Roman main evented. That was kind of the first one that really started the trend of
low-key, that was kind of a glorified exhibition too, though.
That was
because we all know Logan had no chance of winning.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Crown Jewel 2021 was good.
I think that was still Vince, but
that was with Seth and Edge, right?
Edge.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Becky,
that one's pretty
Roman,
good.
And
was Brock. That wait real quick? Was that Vince McMahon's last great pay-per-view?
I think so.
No, that was 2021.
Yeah, was
WrestleMania 38.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
And then let me see. Low-key Backlash after Mania was really good.
Honestly, if they're gonna just do this whole route, like kind of like Anthony said, why don't they just do bragging rights in Saudi?
The thing,
glorified house show,
literally.
It's not so much the matches. Look, it's the thing. It's like you're doing something for a title that nobody's gonna care about, and it's like
they're literally only gonna hold it for a night.
Only for a night, and it's never gonna get shown again. We didn't ask for this. Oh, by the way, let's welcome to the stage, Phil, man.
What's going on, Phil?
Oh my God, it's Phil the GOAT.
What's going on, guys?
Phil, we're just talking about the Crown.
It's my second favorite Phil after Phil Brooks. No offense, Phil.
Oh,
you know what?
Phil Brooks. It's Phil Brooks.
You know what? Considering how good that Hell in a Cell match was, I'll let it slide.
I know like 100 Phils, so you should feel great.
Yo,
seriously, I
Phil,
never find any other Phils in this place except for Phil Brooks.
And you're number 2, Phil.
Thank
you
and
my
for
dad
not wearing CM Punk merch. Thank you for not wearing CM.
You have some
Punk
merch, don't you?
Because
I do have CM Punk merch, yes. So sorry.
look at these three. Look at these three. Yeah.
Oh,
you're
I
not wearing
know.
it on stream.
They look fantastic, don't they?
I
No.
know.
No.
It's
You
a
know, they
great
look like some
day.
sexy motherfuckers over here. But we're
I mean,
gonna.
I mean, Axel knows I'm not really supporting Drew McIntyre right now. Axel knows why.
Shameless
Yeah.
I'm
fan.
not supporting Drew
Sheamus
McIntyre
fan.
right now.
Sheamus fan.
Uh,
No, I'm supporting.
Oh,
Drew
you know, that's
McIntyre's
right. Hell
rival.
in a Cell 2022 was good as well.
Oh, that was really good as well.
All right, my fault, Vince.
So Phil, we're kind of just talking about like the crown jewel announcement. What is your what's your overall take on the crown jewel announcement, Phil?
I don't like. Here's the thing: when it comes down to having the champion versus champion match, I'm fine with that. You know, I'm cool with it. But them getting that big ass championship with with everything that is happening there, yeah, no. I mean, and the fact that it's going to be a yearly thing, I think that's kind of a cool idea. But it's not anything too groundbreaking. I mean, Cody said that, oh yeah, we're going to have a video package or an announcement airing.
Yeah.
That's going to have major championship implications for WWE Crown Jewel. We all thought, I personally thought it was going to be something involving Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I low-key thought it was going to be like a major title match coming or something.
Like a major title match for Cody. But no, it's just champion versus champion.
They swerved us so bad.
Yeah.
And everybody and their mother thought, oh my gosh, it's going to be women's mid-card title. I never thought of that once.
I never thought it would be that. Yeah.
I'm guilty. I low-key felt.
I low-key thought.
I never thought it was going to be a women's mid-card title one time. Do I want that to happen for the women? Yes, I do. But I was never thinking that.
This is the announcement and the crowd. So I
they
heard people
booed
saying
the shit out of it on TV.
yeah, and there was a lot of like murmuring.
As soon as they said
on.
Saudi, I think is when they started going crazy.
I'm and I don't know how like for you guys because I haven't watched it back on TV, but I don't know when they ended up zooming in on like the title portion of it. I don't know if it was they didn't zoom in until like the actual reveal of it, but obviously because I'm there, I kind of knew there was like a title. And in my head, I'm like, oh, maybe women's mid-card title because, okay, cool. Or like, I don't know, maybe a new WWE.
I'm gonna say a little hint of delusion had me thinking, oh my god, the Winged Eagle is back. But no, of course not.
Yeah,
he wants to bring that back. By the way. He does.
And I thought maybe it's one of those two options, maybe a new WWE title or the new women's mid-card title. And then I'm like, when I saw that title, I'm like, it looks great, but it's meaningless.
I don't think the design is bad at all. It's just huge.
You know what it makes me think of when I saw it though? When he started explaining it and he got everything out and I looked at the time, I'm like, they measured it and built it for Gunther. Because Cody's gonna have some story issues.
This is true.
So it looks like it's literally made for Gunther.
Because here's the thing. I was a part of a Twitter Spaces the day before WWE Bad Blood. And we were all talking about what the heck this major championship implications meant from what Cody said on the Pat McAfee show. And one of them even brought up the fact of, you guys remember when the Greatest Royal Rumble happened and Braun Strowman won that, Greatest Royal Rumble title or whatever that was? They were saying like maybe it could be something like that for the whole Saudi stuff. And turns out it was exactly that. They just called it the Crown Jewel Championship. And I was like, nice.
I mean, I get trying to give the pay-per-view an identity, but it is just a bad idea.
Yeah,
very bad.
I think that's what it is, yeah.
And the fact that you brought in Goldberg for all of this too.
No, I'm not gonna lie, that was funny, bro.
That was funny. The crowd was super into it. The crowd was super into it, but then again, it is Atlanta.
I am really hoping
Goldberg played football.
All the gods in the universe, and even the ones that I don't even believe in.
I'm not gonna lie, that's the hardest line you've ever said, Phil.
Yeah,
hold on. We gotta let that one sit for a second.
Holy crap.
That's the greatest line you've ever said. Oh my goodness.
That we don't get a Gunther versus Goldberg match. I don't want it.
Main event wrestling.
I don't want it either.
Make it happen.
I don't blame you, man.
Event.
I don't blame you. Like it almost seems like that match. It's like almost penciled in for the Rumble. I don't know if that seems crazy, but it seems like that match is a Rumble type of match.
Or they'll probably do something for Saturday night's main event because something huge is going to be happening there too.
Well,
I'm just like, I hear everybody chanting Goldberg like around me, and I'm like, there's no way these people actually like this guy.
I just like him because
that's where he's from. He played football
Atlanta?
there. WCW's there, bro. That's his.
Atlanta loves him.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
quite
I'm looking around, and I'm like, these guys are actually cheering for him, and I'm sitting in my chair just not making a sound because I'm like, fuck this guy. Like, he almost killed the Undertaker.
Oh yeah.
They don't care, bro.
When Gunther started running him down on the microphone, I'm like, well deserved.
He's like, I'll give you 3 minutes.
Yo, that was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I got 3 minutes for you. Look, Gunther,
3 minutes.
And you know what pisses me off so much more about the segment? This is, by the way, maybe like a 15, 20-minute segment, right? You could have had Sammy and Gunther.
No, not Sammy and Gunther. I would have easily put Andrade and Melo.
That. Like, that's what I'm saying is you take that segment out of the show and you could have put something else.
Or they honestly could have even had Uso Breaker here. Imagine Uso kind of hyping the crowd back up again, winning the title here instead.
Oh man,
because they love him. They love him there.
I think Andrade and Melo easily deserve a PLE spot.
Say regardless of what match it was, that should have been a match there.
I'm against that boy, dude. Jay Uso's like love almost nationally. I was wearing a Jay Uso shirt like all weekend, and all I hear is people saying "yeet" to me. It's going like this to me all like every time, everywhere I go to yeet. I was at the airport this morning at like 5 a.m. You know, yeet. I'm like, I'm tired, but yeet. and you know, at the arena, at the event, yeet. And you know, it's just the crowd and especially like the last match, which we will talk about later. People were just chanting yeet all the time.
I don't think I could do that. Just
like,
listen to people say that word over and over again to you all day.
I heard it a lot this weekend. Like,
bro. I feel incredibly sorry for you having to hear yeet every 15 seconds.
And it's crazy. Like he's all over the place. Like he
is over as fuck right now.
He's over.
Whoa, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that message?
Like he's all over the place. He's a big star, man. Like, yeah, they could have, if they would have put him on the card in Atlanta, that place would have lost it. And if that would have been the place where he won the IC title, yeah, they would have lost it for him.
Yeah, I want to say this because I think he's in here. Ghost, that would have made it a better moment for Jay Uso winning it on pay-per-view. Ghost.
Ghost, if you're in here, you can't take that, man. You can't take that.
I mean, I don't think he is in here, but I just want to say that just in case he was.
It's okay. Someone's gonna clip it for him.
Whoa.
I'll do it for him.
No,
hey, double here.
I don't know who that person is, but nah.
He just gave y'all another 5-star. He has plenty more in the tank. Plenty more.
No. Absolutely not.
People didn't even think Punk was gonna last in WWE for what, 4-6 months? It's gonna be a year already now.
I was one of those people.
So
how you would that be mistaken.
I gotta share something real quick. I gotta present something real quick. Hold on. I just have to do that. Something real quick.
And Tommy, this is a bit embarrassing right now.
Is he wearing that? Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's just he doesn't know them. He just liked how it looked.
No. He doesn't.
All right. So
yes.
For everybody out there.
Yeah.
For everybody out there. Look.
No, don't run, Lee. Don't run.
I don't want to hear any more CM Punk slander.
Oh,
Look,
I'll still slander him.
This is the apology for I'm gonna need everybody who has ever slandered CM Punk. Make sure you fill this out. The applications are needed immediately. And because look at these reasons. Reason for behavior. Let's read these. Podcast grifters convinced me he was done. I Not over here though, because us over here, me, Wrestle Spot, Tommy, we don't do that. We glorify CM Punk. I didn't watch the actual matches. Okay, come on. If you don't know, you know. Now you know that he's a hooper. My agenda blinded me. For those of you out there, you guys are clearly blind. Like, come on now. I don't know wrestling. That one right there. Clueless. Exactly.
Pull some money together, y'all. That sounds real.
Yeah.
I was jealous of CM Punk. That sounds like Lee. That definitely sounds like Lee. I am an AEW fan only.
Axel,
there's so many of them.
So many.
Axel knows this one. Axel knows that last one is not me. I shit on AEW whenever I can.
Axel, please read the last box for us, please.
I will hereby respect CM Punk, and I will not talk down on the future first ballot Hall of Famer.
First ballot.
First ballot. Not second. No, first ballot.
Whoever doesn't think Punk is the first ballot Hall of Famer is ridiculous. Like, he is.
Yeah, he is. He's 100%.
100%.
No, he's a fifth ballot Hall of Famer.
No.
Fifth.
Even through.
Oh, thank God.
Come on.
God, No, that intro was shit.
I kind of want to hear it again.
Was fantastic.
You know what? I like that entrance. I think we should hear it again.
Oh, yes!
Two tears.
I was jamming.
Such a banger.
I was jamming.
So funny enough, when I was there yesterday, I was actually thinking, I'm like, imagine you were to come out to this song just for this specific moment. Like, I would lose it.
I would have turned the pay-per-view off and not watched any of it.
I would have lost it, man. I would have lost it.
If Punk came out in the shorts,
The short.
Yeah, W crack in the comments. Yeah, Tommy, I thought we ended our thing. I thought we put all to sleep, but then Axel had to go and instigate it again. Look at Axel.
I'm not gonna lie.
This is a great song.
This was my last one. But notice how you just said we put this all to sleep. Can I tell you what CM did put to sleep? It was McIntyre. All right, I'm down. I'm down.
You saw him at the when he was standing on the steel steps. He was.
All right, I'm done.
Yeah, no, the VC. Hang on. Oh, I don't know. I can't be asked going down and get my phone. Did you notice how CM Punk tripped on nothing?
Right, he
just lost so much blood, man. That's all it was.
He lost a lot of blood, man.
he lost a lot of blood.
I mean, Drew McIntyre had to get 16 staples, but he could still walk out of the ring.
Actually, we didn't see that happening. Walking out of the ring.
Thank you, Phil.
It's because Graps are forever.
He did need assistance to get out of the ring, so
yeah,
he did need assistance.
I'm not saying Axel was there. He saw. He don't have commercial breaks. He saw.
I don't get commercial breaks on being there live, but that's a conversation for another day.
Oh, real Wrestle Spot.
Graps.
That was real Graps. That was real Graps.
Do I have? Hang on, let me have a settings.
Oh, here he goes. Let's see.
Oh, I don't have access to it because I'm not using the app right now. Fuck.
Well, damn.
All right.
I guess we move on to the next match now.
Next match. This one we gotta have a little talk about, man. Damian Priest and Finn Balor.
I'm so mad.
I'm hereby calling him Finn Balor. Finn Balor.
Another
big crazy. My boy Finn. Look how they're doing my boy Finn.
I am literally pissed off about this match.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Just quickly before keep going. We got
no.
51 viewers.
No.
Thank you to everybody who's
No.
been tuning into the stream.
Look at what you've
Since
done,
I've been,
Axel. Look at what you've done.
Fill it
yeah.
out.
Look at what you've
Fill it
done in
out.
Taco Bell.
It's not over till you fill it out.
Need these forms.
For as long as I've been on here, obviously I came on the podcast like back in like February. This is like the most viewers I think I've ever seen at one time. So
Do you know why? Because I'm here.
Yeah, you are.
I think
Wait,
I
how many
think
viewers
those
you
are
guys
all
got?
personally, but I don't know.
52
yeah,
right
you
now. So thank you to everybody tuning into the stream. Make sure y'all like the stream.
They heard we had a Phil on the show that we didn't say which one.
No. They all knew that the European of the whole space was here.
Oh dear God! All right, let's talk about.
All right, Finn and Damien.
Viewership went up when we played that song. Actually,
Phil, you could start us off, man.
The wrong winner won.
Yes.
100%. Point blank. Period. The wrong winner won. How do you? And I'm gonna go off because this literally pissed me off when I was watching this thing.
Take it away.
How do you do 3 coup de grace, 2 Damian Priest, and have the rest of Judgment Day out there? Keep in mind, Carlito and JD McDonough are literally just jokes of the group, but they had everybody out there. How do you do that? Take 3 coup de grace and then only do 1 Stop the Heaven choke slam just to beat Balor? What are you on? Are you on some sort of crack? Because at this point, the Judgment Day are no threat to anybody on Monday Night Raw. And at this point, you're having 2 people in Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. Keep in mind, I love the Terror Twins. I absolutely love those guys. But you're having 2-on-5 advantage. Well, a 5-on-2 advantage, and you can't even have that group take any sort of W's. I don't even remember when Balor even won a match, essentially. Like, period. Like, I feel like it's been years.
Balor?
You know what's crazy?
the
The first match.
The I Quit match between Edge was probably the last big win he had. I don't remember.
Okay, but how long ago was that?
That was
22 long.
I mean,
22. Extreme Rules.
Didn't he have a random match with Ray on a Raw and won that one? Maybe.
I'm gonna be real. If they're not gonna treat his finisher like a finisher, bro, this is a problem within all of wrestling, but specifically Balor. He needs a new finisher, bro. If they're not gonna really treat it like a finisher,
no.
3
Prince
remember this?
3 of them.
This don't get me wrong. This one was crazy, but do you remember SummerSlam last year?
Oh,
Seth versus Seth. The amount of coup de grace that he kicked out of.
Yeah.
No,
Look. I'm not gonna lie. Look, I love Damian Priest. I'm a Damian Priest truther.
I'm a
It's
Damian
crazy.
Priest guy.
But
Always been.
coming into this match, I was like, Finn has to win. He needs to win to kind of solidify the Judgment Day, the new Judgment Day. And I told him, I was saying it. If Finn Balor's not the win, this feud's over. Instantly.
Yes.
They killed it. They like, I have no more interest. I don't care if Finn Balor wears to attack Damian Priest and they're to keep going with this trilogy. I hear it. People are saying it's going to be a trilogy. I don't give a damn.
Here's the thing, though. If it was going to be a trilogy, that's fine. And if Damian Priest was going to win the overall feud, again, that's fine. But you could have had Finn Balor win this matchup here. Then have Damian Priest win the second one to get to the trilogy if they are going to do that. And now I keep hearing on social media everywhere that now we want to see the Wyatt Six go after the Judgment Day. I don't even want to see that unless the Judgment Day continue to get or start to get victories.
Which is not going to happen against the Wyatt Six.
I'm about to say if they that's
probably what's next, right? Actually,
that might
be a War
disband.
Games.
That might disband the Judgment Day. That might ultimately be the separation of Judgment Day.
Like,
is the
I
Wyatt
don't
Six.
Oh, that might be one of the War Games. I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
I don't mind a program between.
Oh,
I
no,
don't mind a program between the Wyatt Six and the Judgment Day because you know what's happened. I mean, the Judgment Day turned on
Yeah.
It makes sense. But until Judgment Day actually starts to become like an actual threat on Monday Night Raw, I don't want it.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, you could throw, like, legitimately, you could throw Angel Garza in front of Finn Balor. I think Angel Garza gonna beat him.
W Angel Garza.
Like he's become such a non-threat. I don't think he could beat anybody on the roster.
It sucks, man.
Yo, give me Riley Osborne over Finn Balor at this point.
Oh, Evan
Respect
Bourne 2.0?
Riley Osborne playing.
Evan Bourne 2.0?
Yes, give me Riley Osborne over Finn Balor. It doesn't seem like he can win any match. It doesn't seem like he will win any match. Like,
this hurts. This hurts.
Disappointing. As a guy who likes Finn Balor a lot, like I like him a lot. I think he's a great asset to the WWE. He can still put on great matches. He's a great storyteller. He's great on the mic, and this is what you do with him on a PLE. He's on a PLE going one-on-one against Damian Priest, who's one of the hottest superstars of the year. A contender for potentially breakout star of the year because he completely broke out this year, and you have him lose. For what reason? And in typical Judgment Day fashion, Carlito, Judgment Day come out, Damian Priest beats them up. Finn tries to take over, doesn't. 1, 2, 3, boom, match is done. Typical Judgment Day fashion, losing. I mean, this story doesn't go anywhere. I'm truly just not intrigued anymore. I don't care for it. I don't want to see it. Damian Priest, just remove yourself from this feud. If it's going to be a trilogy, just go ahead and 3-0 sweep him at this point. I don't care.
If you were going to do this match, and specifically the way that this match actually went down on PLE, you could have easily put this on the Monday Night Raw after Bad Blood. And then you could have done... I would put the Carmelo and Andrade match in, as that. But, I mean, yeah.
Y'all remember how over Priest was going into SummerSlam and the night after SummerSlam?
Yep.
Man.
Bro, that's crazy.
He's still over.
He's still like no. I think he's obviously taking a hit though in terms of popularity. A slight, yeah.
No, actually, not really, because I disagree. Like, dude, last night in Atlanta, I don't know how the audio was for you guys, but in that arena when he came out, people are like cheering for him like crazy. Like he's very loved, very much loved, and he still has a lot of momentum.
On TV, it just came across like it was like nothing near the SummerSlam.
Here's the thing, and I heard you, Axel, talk about this earlier. With everything that happened in the Hell in a Cell match, people were so invested in that. Whoever was going to follow that match up next, which I believe was the Bayley and Nia Jax match, that was always going to be a tough spot to be in.
They actually did pretty fine.
They did relatively well. I'm not saying that they didn't, but I'm just saying that's always going to be a tough spot to be in when you have a 10-month feud to go after.
I'm not gonna lie, like for that specific match for the Hell in a Cell match, I thought it was gonna derail the whole show, which it actually kind of did.
And this match was in the smack dab middle of the show, so it's just a rough spot to be in after Hell in a Cell.
The one positive I will say that comes out of this match is the actual wrestling. These two, the chemistry is through the roof.
Yeah,
they flow so well together. Like the actual in-ring wrestling between these two, they never fail. You're always going to get a really good wrestling match between these two. And you can point back to NXT when they first faced off initially. And every time they faced off after that, I don't know how many more times they faced off prior to this match, but they've always done a really good job together. So that's probably the only positive I'll take out of this match. But everything else is kind of just a huge negative.
The in-ring aspect in the 3 matches that happened in the middle of the card, from the first match to the end, like to the main event, they were all pretty solid in-ring type matches. It's just that stuff that happened either in the match itself or the finish or the actual booking of everything that made stuff feel flat.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, we could have been looking at a completely different PLE that's not just carried by 2 matches.
Like, I gave it a 6 out of 10 show overall, but I mean, we're obviously not done yet. But that's only because of the stuff that happened in the middle that made stuff feel flat.
The wrestling overall was good, but wrestling can only take a show so far.
Facts.
Right.
So you gotta hit on the other portions, the storytelling aspect, and obviously the finish of the matches.
It just hurts because I saw where Finn came from. You know, he was
Right.
one of the most beloved people in Japan, coming over, huge signing, and then it's just now we've gotten to this point, and it's just like even with the change of guard in Gorilla, it still doesn't feel like anything's gonna change. And I missed that short blimp that he's had on top. So it sucks that I didn't get to see that, and I still don't get to see that. So
I missed
When-
2016 Balor.
When Fergal
general.
Devitt was signed to WWE and came into WWE as Finn Balor, I was so hyped up because I saw what everything did, like he did, and then I'm like, yeah, man, this guy's gonna do stuff in WWE. Then he became first Universal Champion. I absolutely love that for him, and then he had to vanquish that title because of the injury, and then ever since that moment. And I think even Corey said it last night on commentary. He hasn't really been the same ever since that injury happened and he had to relinquish the title due to it. But he hasn't ever got there. He hasn't even gotten back there since then.
But
that's
another
WWE's fault for doing that, not
100%.
Vince.
100%.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because now it's two separate regimes that haven't capitalized on Finn Balor.
But that's why I do cherish his NXT run so
We'll
dear
say,
to my
we'll say
heart.
though Finn just kind of falls into this like hard tough reality that we live in. That it's what's it called? This is the main event scene is just so over.
There's too many stars, you know. There's too many.
He's like the number one victim of it. He's like one of the number one victims.
Stick them if you want to build Balor back up. Just stick the mid card title back on him. See what he can do this time around with it. You know,
I wouldn't mind seeing him in that Intercontinental Championship scene.
Him and Uso for a little bit. Why not?
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if he's the one to beat Jey Uso.
It's just a matter of if he can actually do it.
True.
Yup.
All right, man. But I think this is the last like low of the night before we get into later. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley.
The in-ring stuff, to me, was fine.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that sucked about it all was the execution of the finish. Because you have Raquel come back, which is great. I love that she's back. She does her interference, but the referee saw the whole entire thing when he was supposed to be focusing on Dominic. So the ref thought he had no other choice but to call for the bell, and that's what derailed everything. I don't know if it was Raquel's fault for coming too early. I don't know if
X was saying it was looking like he was supposed to attack the ref. She was supposed to attack the ref or something like that.
I don't know if it was the ref's fault because he was not actually supposed to.
It looked like the ref just looked lost, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, it was just the thing. But I don't know about you guys. I thought Dominic was done. Like done.
Yeah, bro. That scared the hell out of me.
I did not expect that.
I ain't gonna lie. The second I see, like when they were putting Dominic into the shark cage, I noticed it and I said to Ghost, I'm like, it's your Ghost. He's gonna end up falling out of that thing because if you look at what they're doing to him right now, they're playing about with his feet in that cage right now, and because you've seen them the team going down to his feet to do something, to tie his feet to something.
I'll be honest, I didn't see that. So if you saw it, good for you. Because I saw him fall out of that cage and I thought he was done. Like he was done.
Then he became a human piñata.
That part was funny.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Well, okay. So one thing I will say, I did not know. How,
have you gone back and watched it, Rod? That part.
The only match I've gone back to rewatch was the Hell in a Cell.
Okay.
But I gotta
literally just before we went live.
Real quick before you get into your thing, there was this really funny spot where right before the piñata spot where Rhea goes to the ref. He's like, "You can just need one moment," and the ref's like, "Okay, you deserve that."
Yeah,
and
like
that's when she went. That's when she went.
He had the referee cam in his ear, and Rhea's like, "You know what? Hold on a second. I'll get back to her, but I gotta do something real quick." And he's like, "All right, yep, you deserve it." Like what?
That was
and then
funny,
Corey is like, "Talk about a biased referee." Like,
we'll continue, Rod.
I didn't know that he had that shit attached to his leg, like the chain. Even just sitting there from a crowd perspective, I had no idea. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like I kind of got scared for a second because I was thinking of like Owen Hart in that moment. Like I was just kind of a little scared because I was like, bro, I hope nothing bad happens, especially because he's hanging from that and he's like pulling, and I'm seeing like the cage kind of like tilt over like this. I'm like, fuck, like I truly hope nothing happens. But it was a pretty cool moment. It's just really funny. He's just hanging there like a pinata. The match within itself, I thought it had great like wrestling. Liv and Rhea are great together. She does this move. It honestly looks so cool. Michael Cole, I think I'd called it the home wrecker.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that is.
She should use that as her finisher.
She should use that as her finisher.
Yes.
The Oblivion sucks.
The Oblivion does suck. That move is legit. I'm not gonna lie. And so the
that would look way better.
The in-ring aspect of this match was great. What happened after with Raquel? Oh boy. From she was supposed to attack the ref from behind, and obviously the ref wouldn't have seen, so ref wouldn't have called for the match. But Liv was supposed to get the win, and unfortunately that just didn't happen. So,
and Liv retaining was not the issue. The only issue was the actual execution of the finish and the way that they went down. That's it. Raquel and Liv being back as a duo is perfect. Like, it literally gives me Shawn and Diesel vibes. But at the end of the day, it just was executed poorly.
I don't think we went through this because you said you wanted to do this for every match. Wrestle Spot.
My
last match. So,
Damian Finn.
It's gonna be a trilogy, so those two are probably gonna.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
trilogy.
Damian said that he's like, I don't know if I'm done with the Judgment Day, but for right now, I gotta focus on whatever I need to do.
I also do hope that Finn and JD remember that they're tag champions. So that's another thing.
Oh yeah.
I feel like they've only defended it once, right?
In the 100 days they've been champions.
One time, yeah.
Which is absolutely like ridiculous. Like, I don't know, that group is so screwed. That group is.
And then Liv and
Liv and Rhea.
Are they running it back, or what do y'all think?
They will, but inside War Games.
Yeah, they're gonna run it back.
I think it's gonna be Team Liv and Team Rhea in War Games.
Obviously, Liv has that match with Nia probably
at Crown Jewel. Yeah.
She's gonna get squashed.
I think personally, it's gonna be Team Liv versus Team Rhea inside War Games, and then for whatever reason, I do see that one-on-one match happening again, but at Saturday night's main event, and that's where Rhea gets the title.
Yeah.
So you think Rhea wins it?
I think Rhea gets the title back by the time WrestleMania season.
I think she gets it back at Saturday night's main event.
Yep, that's what I said.
I don't see her winning it back because it would be a waste for the whole Liv thing.
I don't think it's a waste at all. You've had a Liv hold on to the championship since the King of the Ring pay-per-view. To December? That's not a waste to me.
Yeah. It's a pretty good reign.
That's a good reign for her. And that's honestly probably one of the best reign as her as champion. For her title reigns, to me right now, this would be the best reign that she's had.
I mean, it wasn't a hard bar to beat with her.
It's not a hard bar to beat. You're right. But from what
I think shown, you're right on it.
From what they have shown and from what she has shown in terms of like growth for her in-ring like personas and aspects of it all, this is the best that she's done.
Yeah, I think this is the best that she's done.
I agree. I think it sucks being a Liv fan that her time is coming, but I think Phil and Axel are right on track. I think it's about that time, and you do need something somewhat big on a quote-unquote new. Well, it's not necessarily new. I guess they're bringing it back, but it's new to a lot of younger audiences. So for that show to kind of stick out, you do need something to happen there, and I think that's perfect to happen there.
And quite frankly, I don't see how they can even stretch this to April. I don't. I don't think so either. Like, I just
this cannot go that far. This kid's
Especially
not.
after I feel like she got her kind of beating down like a piano was also her. That was also another win for her in a sense in the story. So it has to be coming to an end somewhat soon. So
All I'm saying is we
Yeah.
need Rhea Ripley versus Dominic Mysterio 1-on-1. We need it.
Loki put that on Saturday Night's Main Event.
Or Crown Jewel.
That's crazy.
Squash match. But hey man, I think it's time to get into the. Oh yeah, wait, we said what's next already, right? All right.
For them.
Main event, man.
Mm.
Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. They were given the I'm not gonna lie, Roman and Cody had a little aura off, man. They both had special entrances. I knew Cody's was having one because I think they announced it. I did not expect Roman to have one, but nonetheless they did that. Just kind of run you down the match before we get into our
My
review.
man's Cody's entrance was rough.
Yeah. They had to play the wrestling as more than one royal family like twice,
And
then it just sounded off from
shut
there.
up. The band
Yeah.
would not stop playing during Cody's music. Stop playing.
But during the match, Fatu and Roman didn't have too much action. I think obviously they're saving that. But to end the match, Cody gave one of those to Roman, put Jacob Fatu through a table, and when it looked like Cody was gonna have the win, I'm sorry, Solo was gonna have the win. He turns around, Jimmy Uso makes his return. That distraction allows Roman Reigns to get the spear and get the win. Let's get into the match first before we get into what happened after. But what did y'all think of the match?
I mean, in one, Jacob Fatu's a fucking maniac. Let's just put that out there. His demeanors during the match, he's just crazy. But as far as the in-ring work of that match and it was good. I mean, when you have those guys in the ring, I guess, I mean, even Solo, I guess, in a sense, when you have all four of those guys in the ring, it's very hard for it not to be at least great in ring, regardless of what the story is. So I mean that part held its own, and then obviously you throw the story on top of it. I mean, just icing on the cake. But you can't. When you put those four guys in there, you can't. It's not gonna be bad.
I agree. It's look, you have Roman in there. It's a typical Roman Reigns slow paced type matchup, but it really did pick up towards the near end of everything. The dive from Cody Rhodes from the turnbuckle, not even the turnbuckle post to the outside table on Jacob was absolutely nuts. I saw Cody's like top half of his body like turn over a little bit. I'm like, please don't die. Because you're not really all that graceful when it comes down to top rope maneuvers. And, he did his thing. The splash is okay. And then, I wasn't even actually rolling out a bloodline victory. I wasn't, because I thought, with The Rock and everything, who knows? I thought The Rock could have shown up earlier, cost Roman the match because he's, teaming up with a goddamn enemy of his, and Bloodline pick up the win. And that's where you could have seen, oh yeah, The Rock's now with this new Bloodline. But everything with The Rock happened after. Roman and Cody, it hurt me inside seeing them team up, but they worked actually very well together, and Roman kept his word. So good stuff.
And he even kept his word after the bell rang as well. Like once the match was over.
Yeah,
But
we might as well get into that. So the Bloodline ended up attacking Cody after the match, and Jimmy Uso was like, "Hey, you're the OTC. Go get him." And then Roman was like, "It was over one night." And then Roman was like, "You know what? Whatever." They both go clear house. Roman hands the title back to Cody, and obviously that's gonna make someone feel a certain way. So Cody lifts up the title. Rock's music hits. He does. I don't know what this was about when he did the 1, 2, 3, and then the music hit and he left.
I have a theory.
I think maybe he's like cutting off Roman or something. Well, let's get into the theories. But what did y'all think of everything?
I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was done. I thought it was done well. Kind of a little bit to backtrack. It was like really funny. Like at the beginning of the match, just Cody and Roman kind of talking out about how to start the match.
He's like,
super funny. The two were able to work together. I remember at one point when Cody was gonna go through the announce table, hit there's something funny about Cody flying in the air. Just like so. That
He's
shit is
not a
actually
cool
hilarious.
man in the air.
No. He looks so funny. Like and then he kind of like salutes Roman, and Roman's looking at him like, huh? And just super hilarious. Jimmy coming out was an absolute the crowd lost their shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. This may seem a little crazy. The crowd low-key went a little bit crazier for Jimmy than they did for Rock. Just being there.
You told me that earlier. That was interesting because it did not sound like that on TV.
Like the people were super like surprised that Jimmy had actually like showed up, because I think people were kind of under the impression they're like they've given up on like kind of predicting when Jimmy was going to show up, and I think because of the announcement of The Rock being in Georgia that weekend, I think they kind of were preparing themselves for that, but they couldn't prepare themselves for Jimmy to come out. So I think there was a little bit of a surprise factor in that aspect, and that's why I think me personally, the crowd was definitely a little more excited for Jimmy than they were for Rock, which is kind of crazy.
I still remember Axel and Wrestle Spot, you two last week when someone in your comments said Jimmy Uso returned to Ag's show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was fake news apparently.
Yeah.
Fake news, man.
To me, Jimmy was dead. Like he was legitimately dead. I wasn't even, like trying to figure out anymore when the heck this man was coming back. And if he was ever gonna come back, he would just come back and I would be happy about it. But then he returned that bad blood and I was like, no, that makes a lot of sense. And then with The Rock, I was like, yeah, I had a feeling that guy was gonna show up there. I saw your video, Axel, earlier on Instagram. It's like, fuck The Rock, man. He showed up.
Yeah. Like, what the hell, dude? Like over here stealing people's
hate for The Rock.
like, dude,
And
stealing main events.
When do y'all think his first or? Because I don't think he's coming back this week or like for like a promo or anything. When do y'all think when Raw goes Netflix 2025? I'm sorry.
Probably.
Okay.
Well, no, I
or War Games.
I think it has to be on SmackDown.
I appreciate that, man.
I think he'll still be in the build for Survivor Series. I do. I mean, he's not going to be in the match. I mean, come on now.
Honestly, I'm just fucking excited to have Rock back on TV, bro. That was some of the best TV we saw.
Yeah,
I think
this year.
Going to be overseeing. I don't think he's technically on a side. I think it's more so like a thing where, for some or in a whatever fantasy storyline that they're putting this bloodline into, I think the final boss is kind of, in a sense, kind of over the tribal chief. In a sense, I think he's overrunning it, and I think he's upset with both sides, both parties.
Yes.
And I think,
that's a good theory.
I think we're gonna, whenever he decides to pick up a microphone, obviously that's when we're gonna get more. But I think it's one of those situations. I think he's upset with both parties and how everything is going on.
Here's
What's
my
funny
on that whole situation. With the 1, 2, 3, and then the cutthroat. To me, I just think that means that Rock has 3 new targets on his.
Ooh, there it is. There it is.
Roman, Cody, and Jay.
Jimmy.
And with The Rock and everything, The Rock is pulling the strings for Solo and this new bloodline.
Do you think that kind of confirms that Cody's on Team Bloodline at War Games now?
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah.
Low-key.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think so. After okay. So
Kevin
for those
Owens.
of you who don't know, Kevin Owens attacked him. I'm not gonna lie. I think we're gonna see a 4-on-4 bloodline match. I don't think it's gonna be Sammy. I think it's gonna be Sammy, Jay,
Usos.
Jimmy.
Sammy, Usos, Roman versus new bloodline.
Yeah. I don't think Cody's no longer going to be a part of that bloodline war game anymore.
That's true.
And that's fair, because you know what? You can have Kevin Owens versus Cody at Survivor Series. It will still feel big, and I didn't even want that feud to end in the first place.
So there was
that's gonna open. I
don't know if you guys have seen this fan video that somebody called a Solo, but when Rock came out, he said that it was all part of the plan. So I mean that basically just
low-key, like that's the theory land. He wanted to put Roman and Cody in a position where they can shake hands.
Yep.
That would lead The Rock to come out and catch him, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, there's a lot going on, and it's crazy because as we transition over to Cody, Cody's like a stress champion because he's having to deal with The Rock, Kevin Owens. I mean, you got Randy Orton kind of looming.
Everybody.
I would hate to have Cody and Adam Pearce's job right now.
Everybody that helped Cody win the WWE Championship is going to turn on him in the end.
And I got a feeling the only one.
And this is where things are going to really start cooking for his
reign. I was about to say, this is where his reign is going to
be. Yeah, this is where his reign is going to get good. And I got a feeling there might be only one person that might understand him, and it might be Seth.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie though, Rod. I feel like Seth has to. This could be his best character arc of all time. This could be his best character arc, bro, because it's the most justified.
Seth Rollins heel turn
most justified.
I still think Seth could turn on him too. And the thing is, I think Seth is kind of, it's kind of time for Seth to be a heel at some points. Because I love Seth Rollins as a babyface, don't get me wrong. But heel Seth Rollins is where I ultimately started to absolutely love the guy. And it's time.
The only reason, I'm about to say, let me get this out and Axel, you can go, I promise. The only reason why I think that Seth I think Seth is still gonna be on like the understanding of Cody's side because I don't think they're gonna turn Seth heel yet. Only because if they do plan on doing this Punk feud and try to build that up, slow build, then I think Punk is the one that's gonna be that heel. I think that's the route they're going, and that's just using that. I think that's the only reason why Seth isn't gonna necessarily turn heel because they're not gonna turn Cody heel, so that's dead. So I just don't think. That's
their husband
Cody will be a heel at some point, but not anytime soon.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And
one thing I will say about what Tommy just said, I think Punk is gonna be heel for the Punk and Seth feud, which is gonna be the WrestleMania feud of this year, right? That'll be the WrestleMania feud. And the reason why I say that is because Punk just recently went on Ice Cube's son's podcast, and he was talking about how great of a guy he is. And Punk said, "Talk to me in about 6 months, and we'll see." And that causes me to believe that Seth at first might let Cody kind of, I think Seth will be the very last person to turn, and I think Seth is going to lose the Punk feud. Seth is going to lose the Punk feud, which will eventually lead Seth to his breaking point, and that's going to be the breaking point.
Imagine Punk's yelling promo and he says this, man. Ooh, man. Damn.
Yeah, no, like there's a lot of moving places. There's a lot of moving pieces here that could extend past WrestleMania. Because I don't think the Seth and Cody stuff is not going to be during WrestleMania season. I think he's going to turn heel after WrestleMania season because I think Punk is going to have that heel run in the feud with him and Seth.
Because here's the thing. I mean, Punk being the heel for the Seth and Seth feud. I mean, that does make a lot of sense. Don't get me wrong. But I just wouldn't count out Seth Rollins being the heel in that situation because of everything that we kind of saw in the first part of everything. When they first tried to do this thing, right? Seth Rollins, he wasn't a heel. I mean, like he wasn't, a heel per se, but he was like, man, like you came back here, and he was kind of going that Drew McIntyre route. Like he came back here, and everybody loves him. When I've been here grinding, doing the damn thing, and I'm trying to save WWE from you, and he went that whole Hangman Adam Page route. They literally did the whole Hangman Adam Page and CM Punk, promo back and forth with each other, and then things happened to where people got hurt. So Seth being the heel in this situation would not be that bad of an idea. It's just a matter of how you execute things.
Well,
it was a solid tag match for what it is. But
any final thoughts on the match or returns?
I'm starting to wonder, man. When does Paul side with Rock?
Roman.
You said Paul?
Yeah,
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman.
I think it has to be Roman, bro.
Roman.
Especially with the route they went where he's like, I acknowledge that you're not my tribal chief, bro. That was like the ultimate loyalty thing right there.
Yeah. I just wonder when he's gonna come back. Like, is
I'd
he
low
gonna
key
be
be
back
pissed if
before
Paul
War
sided
Games?
with him. I think he has to. He was in the opening promo videos for the show.
But we've never really seen Paul in a babyface like managerial type of role.
But
So
I
I'm
think
real
this
interested to see
this
this.
is the time to do it though. I think
Yeah.
no better time than this one.
If it doesn't
That's
happen
why-
now, it's never gonna happen.
It's never
And,
gonna happen.
and people
Exactly.
like Paul anyway. Like
Mhm.
Paul is like, I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Paul
he's
Heyman is a GOAT.
he's
He's
straight
my
up
personal
goat.
favorite manager of all time.
Mm.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
But here's the thing: I've also only been, I mean, I know other great managers in this business. Don't get me wrong, but
I can't speak on like Bobby Heenan and stuff like that.
right.
Paul Heyman has
Like,
been
from my time frame.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
But it's hard to imagine anything tops this. Yeah.
No, it's very hard to imagine that. But there's like a lot of like layers to these stories because now it's like Kevin. I think we're gonna see Kevin and Cody maybe Crown Jewel or if not. Oh no, not Crown Jewel. Sorry, Survivor Series. I have a feeling that that's probably the route for Survivor Series. I'm just wondering when Paul will just randomly walk out with Roman's bloodline. Oh, okay, that would maybe War Games. Maybe.
Mhm.
Do you guys see them like forming officially like at War Games, like playing like the complete long game and
Low-key,
waiting it
that
out?
would be cool. Like if whether like Jimmy's like, oh, he's like kind of like what they did with Randy last year, where
Yeah.
Jay's like, he's not coming back because I'm here. Low-key do that with Jimmy for Jay.
Yeah. And Sammy's still kind of,
Or Sammy, maybe Sammy could be the voice of reason, something like that.
like telling Jay, hey, like you don't want to go back there. Like look at how you're doing by yourself.
Like, oh yeah, or that go that route too. Yeah.
Like you've been you've been successful on your own. You don't have the bloodline on your back, and all the extra issues, problems that comes along with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, look, like there's
how they're gonna do it though, because Jimmy came back. He's most likely just gonna be on Friday Night SmackDown with Roman.
Yep.
Unless like. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't see Jey Uso being the Intercontinental Champion by the time we get to Survivor Series and the whole Bloodline War Games. I don't. And that's nothing against Jey Uso, and I want that to be very clear because I like Jey Uso, and I think Jey Uso's IC title win was fantastic for when it happened.
He needed it.
I think it was a little bit, too soon for Braun. But I don't know. I just don't see him being the Intercontinental Champion by the
Do you
time
see him losing to?
I don't know. I mean,
because Braun Breaker is kind of
Braun get that title back, but I don't know if
he's semi-involved with the Judgment Day. Maybe Dom. I don't know.
I see him
Dom
going
would
to
be
fucking fantastic.
Dom would be perfect if there's
Dom.
ever any moment. By the way, he needs to remove himself from this fucking him and Liv need to remove themselves from the Judgment Day. They need to go be they're separate entities.
That may be what's happening. Maybe that's why they will lose.
That's why they're involving Rhea with Jay so much. Hey, there it is. Yeah.
That's maybe they are disbanding.
And it's like, look, like if there's ever a perfect time to put a title on Dom, I think this is the perfect time.
Do you guys think he would have that long of a title reign?
Nah, he doesn't need to though
no.
either.
I'm not saying I don't think he's one of those guys that don't need a long one to make it as entertaining as it's gonna be. I think, or as I'm expecting.
It's literally just for the heat.
Yeah. But sometimes it's good. In some cases, it's good.
And I know this didn't obviously happen at Bad Blood, and I know this is a Bad Blood review, but how do you guys feel about Braun Breaker being that kind of babyface now?
I'm excited.
Because I'm for it.
I'm interested more than anything.
I'm interested.
Because I'm for it. Because, I mean, he was already technically doing babyface type stuff to begin with. He's like, well, do we have any dogs barking and insert city name here and everybody barks? I mean, that's babyface stuff right there. And he's just, everybody loves him anyway.
Yeah. And Phil, I don't know if you remember this from SummerSlam, but when they were doing the panel outside of SummerSlam, he was saying that like he wants to like give like a huge shout out to like Sami Zayn that like without him he he's not sure if this moment would have been as big as he imagined.
How soon down the line do you think he's actually going to go for Gunther? Because they teased that on
Royal
Rumble.
Rumble.
Maybe the Rumble, but at the same time, I talked about it earlier. I think I truly do think that the Rumble is going to look more like Gunther and Goldberg, which I fucking hate for that to be the case.
They
Rick,
can't
I
make
could
us.
see as one of the
I trust
top
Gunther.
people
I trust
to
Gunther.
possibly win it, but obviously I don't know if he would win the Rumble at all. But I can see him like in the Vegas betting odds, at least maybe in like the top 5 to 7 for Braun. It just depends.
Mania season is going to be, and we kind of got a lot of like the slow builds this past weekend. Mania week is going to be.
Plus, also the Cena factor is going to be inserted there.
Yeah, Cena's still going to be. We still got the Cena stuff. One thing coming out of the weekend, man. Actually from SmackDown. By the way, Chelsea Green and Michin. Oh my God, what a fantastic dumpster match.
I loved how they brought it back up at Bad Blood. I love that she still stinks.
Yeah, that's so funny. That was so funny.
They are gonna run with that joke for weeks.
Yes. She's done some amazing character work.
She might fuck around and run the Rumble. No bully.
Here's the thing, like, I wouldn't even be shocked if somehow she was involved in the War Games match, and she would have a huge spot.
Oh,
because it's in Vancouver, BC.
Yep.
Doesn't she get announced from Vancouver, BC?
Yep.
I think so.
Look, then you put her in there and you have her have some sort of moment in there. Because if you don't put her on that show, I think it would kind of be a disservice to what she has done so far.
Exactly. She's great. That powerbomb spot was phenomenal. Michin has not looked back ever since that match against Io Sky for the title earlier this year. She's been getting booked severely well. She's starting to climb up the ladder a little bit as in terms of like a talent that's used and potentially could be heading into like a maybe we could see her down the line as a main event star. She could get pushed into that realm maybe later on. But she'd be somebody I would love to see with that mid-card title.
Exactly. That's where I was going. Ever since I believe it was a street fight on NXT.
Ada Parker? Yep.
Yes. Ever since that match, she's really been turning it up lately. And she would be one of the first people I would ever have in mind to be the inaugural women's United States champion, women's IC champ, whatever the mid-card title is. She'd be my first to try to get there.
And obviously, then the 3-weight ladder match was absolutely spectacular as well.
Infamous.
That was an athletic thing that Tonga Loa has ever done since showing up to WWE.
That was the funniest way to win the match. Why did he get on top of the ladder?
I'm not gonna lie. I was like hoping that he didn't fall off the ladder because he went in the last rung.
I don't know why he did that. Like, why?
I'm like, is he that short that he can't be on like the second to last rung?
He was standing on top of the entire ladder and hanging on to the.
I saw a post on Twitter that said, Cena could walk so Tonga Loa could run.
Oh my God, Axel, you better not start glazing Tonga Loa right now.
Respect Yo D, man.
The infamous Tonga Loa, man. I mean, the greatest professional wrestler ever to have stepped on this earth. I mean, it's just the fact of life.
The Gorillas of Destiny are a great team. It's just Tonga Loa's been,
Tonga Loa. If you ain't the bloodline, you ain't anybody. Like that promo will forever stick with me, man. He's just so funny.
I might enter my Tamatonga era.
No,
remember
the promo that got me was Jacob's. Jacob's promo on SmackDown was incredible.
Great. About worshiping Solo and stuff like that. That was great.
I just need him to say that he's gonna dog walk somebody's ass on SmackDown and then, actually do it.
How great is it?
That would probably happen.
This is, if I'm not mistaken, Jacob's second or third PLE main event. He's only been in WWE since June. They're pushing this guy they're pushing him like very fast and
don't be Rikishi.
You can tell that the WWE really likes this guy. Mm-hmm. And they're trying to expose him to the audience as much as they possibly can. Because he's
I
just great.
see Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu at Crown Jewel happening.
Dude, they keep teasing
That's
that.
too
in
soon. That's
no,
too soon, bro.
Too soon. That's a
Well, Roman's booked pretty consistently throughout the rest of the year.
yeah. He's on every episode of SmackDown
So
through
I'm guessing it'll
October,
be at Crown Jewel
November. Yeah,
and Survivor Series for sure.
he's booked for every SmackDown through the next 2 months.
I think you have to wait it out for that Jacob versus Roman match. You have to
100%.
wait it out. You're not doing a Crown Jewel. Obviously, you're not doing a Survivor Series because Bloodline. Earliest to me would be Rumble.
Yeah.
Latest to me would be SummerSlam 25.
Yeah. I think in that time frame you got to do it.
Because the thing is, and we all know that this is not happening because Rock is wrestling at Mania. If The Rock was not wrestling at Mania, that's when you would do Roman and Jacob. Because that is a Mania type match. But the earliest is Rumble and latest is SummerSlam.
The question I got to ask now, after everything that transpired this weekend, what is the direction now for Mania? Are we going to see Rock and Roman? Are we going to see Rock, Roman, Cody Rhodes? Are we going to see Rock and Cody Rhodes?
I can see a triple threat, bro.
I could low-key see a triple threat.
Like,
maybe that's what the 3 was. I don't know.
I hate the triple threat idea. I do. Because to me, you're not pushing it off one more year. You're not. You're either doing Roman and Rock now, or you're not doing it at all. Because The Rock is not getting any younger.
No.
Roman, I'm sorry to say this, people, but he's basically Hollywood bound at this point. He's not going to be in the ring that much longer. So you do it now or you don't do it at all. Do it at 41 in Vegas. It's the perfect destination. And then for Cody's sake, please do Randy.
When do you think we get, obviously, Roman and Cody 3 is inevitable. Is that the SummerSlam Night 2 matchup next year?
I'm thinking.
You can do SummerSlam. Yeah. You can do SummerSlam, but I can also see it at Saturday Night's Main Event. I can.
It's going to, Saturday Night's Main Event used to draw in like damn near like 70 million.
Yes.
They should go for it. I mean, I don't think they're going to hit 70 million.
About it. It's on NBC is a national television.
It's on NBC.
It's it's national.
They did Andre Hogan, and I think the biggest number was like
30 to 40
4
million.
NBC specials are the Saturday Night's Main Events.
So, they're gonna stack this show, and they put it as a PLE, by the way.
And they're basically putting it as a PLE. So yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a canonized show, and it's gonna be huge.
So Andre and Hogan in 1988.
I don't think it's gonna be
draw the biggest number for a TV rating for wrestling with 33 million. That obviously because times have changed, that number won't be touched because people watch in different ways. But Cody and Roman will draw a crazy number so why not?
You'll have
on free TV.
This is not going to be a glorified house show. This will be a legitimate PLE.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, that's right before the holiday season. Why not, bro?
Oh man, Phil, I'm almost prone to saying that I want to go to that. Depending what the card looks
like. It's in Long Island. It's not
hold on. Here's my thing about this whole situation, right? I'm in agreement with you. I would love to go to Saturday Night's Main Event, right? Because it's at the Coliseum, right? Veterans Memorial.
National Coliseum, yeah.
Is that the Veterans Memorial Coliseum? I've been there before. I was there for World's End, and by the way, I wish I didn't go.
I feel bad for you.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But the Friday night SmackDown before that, the day before, is in Hartford, Connecticut, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
I'm like, what do I do? I'm like, what do I do? Because obviously these ticket prices are going up like ridiculous amounts.
Yeah,
and I'll be real with you, Axel. I have no idea how you even made it to Atlanta because the fact of the matter is those prices were ridiculous enough as it is.
So
them flights were cheap.
I saw the comment, but I didn't get to touch up on it. So basically, I bought my ticket last week, and I saw it. I saw it at a decent price. I paid $300. So that's crazy. It's a lot. But day of, okay. So what I've noticed about WWE events, even
and you were pretty high up from what I know.
Yeah. So the day of tickets. So that if you go to these events a lot, that as the event gets closer, ticket prices tend to drop. these ticket prices were never dropping. There were people telling me that they paid $500 to sit up top.
What did you use? Like
Ticketmaster.
It depends on the arena. Some arenas use SeatGeek, some arenas use Ticketmaster.
This
like for
I
the
use
SmackDown
Ticket for all my
before
stuff.
SummerSlam, Rod.
Yeah.
How much we paid like 30 minutes before the show? Like $40 to sit in sit in like the club section.
Yeah.
Right before the show.
I use TickPick for the majority of my stuff. And I mean what's that?
It's a future sponsor.
Yeah. and yeah, I mean, I was just wondering what you use, but yeah, I mean, Ticketmaster, I mean, they jack up those fees too, so that's probably what really is stuff.
But if you sponsor Ticketmaster, you can do whatever you want with those fees.
Little cheat sheet, Phil, for SmackDown here at the Axel Center. Buy the cheapest ticket, show up early, and just sit at the bar. That's what I do all the time.
That's
the
fair.
bar is a perfect seat, and I buy like $30 tickets all the time. I pay $30 to go to SmackDown. Or Raw at the
they're gonna have a face of you in that arena saying, "If this guy
do not let this man."
No. They're gonna have it saying, "Rich kid."
Like right now,
you see him, but you still can't tell. Take his phone and see if he's typing in all caps.
Like true. Right now, I did just type in the Saturday main event stuff, and
are they pricey?
And right now, it's saying that the commentators, and again, this is Wikipedia, so take this with a grain of salt, because people can edit that shit all the time. But the commentators right now are being advertised as Michael Cole and Jesse Ventura.
Oh no, that's true. That's true.
That is
true.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't they do technically? Aren't they the same position in the commentating table?
No, you're thinking of Joe Tessitore.
Oh, okay.
Jesse Ventura. They're bringing him back for that because he used to do it. He used to be the head. Yeah, he's
Jesse right now is in parentheses as color commentator.
That's okay. That's the
Michael is the. I didn't even realize that was true. So
that's crazy. I might have to go to that event. I might have to go to that event because I think they're gonna stack freaking Saturday night.
It's December 14th. If I'm off on that Saturday, guess what I'm gonna be
in New York.
Yep. I mean, if they're gonna stack the card as like what you guys are saying, why would I miss it? It's right around the corner,
dude.
I'm so scared because it's like right in between. Like I don't know. It's either gonna be like glorified house show or it's gonna be like a fucking huge event.
I might have to wait, but it's like if it's as good as y'all saying, why would I? It
should
miss
be. It should be.
Dude, yo, Doc. Listen to these rich kids. Doc, listen to all these rich kids.
Oh my goodness.
The last Saturday night's main event.
I would make that trip, but I gotta stay for Mania.
The last Saturday night's main event that happened was in 2008 in Washington D.C.
That's crazy.
So and that main event was Edge versus Jeff Hardy,
which was a prominent feud at the time, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, a prominent feud. Phil, it's so crazy because so last night, by the way, they announced that Bad Blood was the highest grossing arena event all time, which is true because I hear people that were paying for like front row, somewhere between $6,000 to $10,000.
Yeah.
It was an absolute ridiculous pricing.
Yeah.
The cheapest ticket, the retail price for the show, by the way, when the tickets first released, was $300 to sit up top.
Yeah.
Like the tickets were never going to go down, and I think the grandeur of the show that like they stacked it. Like look at all the people that showed up: Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, like all these legends, and then you had all these celebrities show up, and they're displaying all these celebrities. It's like. This show was bound to be one of the bigger. I don't even know if I can even call it a B-level pay-per-view because it truly wasn't even like that. And I'm seeing Roman and Cody getting special entries. I'm like, is this SummerSlam or is this Bad Blood? Like, what am I watching?
As far as the term of B-level pay-per-views go, ever since really Triple H has taken over, I don't think we can even really utilize that term anymore of B-level views.
I think Triple H is one of those guys that he's gonna make it a statement that like none of his shows are skippable. Like I think
he's made it a mission to make sure that that these shows that are quote unquote B-level are still going to be prominent to what is going to be happening for the future of wherever they go next. And at that point in time, I still think that with the 5-match cards that he's been doing with these shows as of late, which personally, I don't mind. I don't mind the 5. But if you are going to stick with the 5, you kind of got to do a little bit better with the choices of matches
100%.
that you can do for these 5. Because, like I said, you could have done the Damian and Finn Balor on Monday Night Raw, and you could have done the seventh match of the series for that, because they've done so much with that feud, and they deserved a spot to me. But yeah, you just got to do a little bit more in terms of choosing which matches deserve to be there.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, this was a very fun weekend, and tomorrow Monday Night Raw, 2 hours, first 2-hour show in about 10 to 12 years. Very interesting. Got a Donnybrook match between Sheamus and Pete Dunne, also known as Butch. Got a World Heavyweight title match between Sami Zayn, Gunther, and you got an IC title match between Jey Uso and Xavier Woods. They're stacking the show. I wonder how the pacing is going to be in the show, because it's going to be a little different. It's a 2-hour show. It's 1 hour less. I wonder what the pacing is, because Monday Night Raw, as of late, has been very good from the 3-hour aspect. So I'm wondering what gets cut from the show. Wonder how much TV time certain people are going to get. It's going to be very interesting to see what tomorrow looks like.
I'll be very happy with the 2-hour format, but I do see the argument of people, with the 3-hour format saying, why are you guys getting it away? Because for people like us, we knew the 2-hour format of WWE programming before.
Yeah.
But now with new fans coming on into WWE almost every single week or, day, it seems at this point, they really only knew 3-hour formats.
And the roster is so stacked now.
Right.
It's not like
scares me. That scares me.
12 years ago, it was not like this.
It was not like this at all. No.
It wasn't.
And when they first made the announcement of Raw going to 3 hours, at that point in time, when the Raw roster was not as stacked as this, I was like, can they? It was 2012, so I was 14 at the time. I wasn't thinking in the way that we all usually do now, but back then I would have been like, is this roster even really set enough to be, going 3 hours? But now I'm kind of like that towards the SmackDown roster.
Yeah.
I don't know if the SmackDown roster is fit enough to be a 3-hour show.
Sometimes I feel like WWE likes to, or I guess you can say Paul Levesque. Sometimes I feel like he likes to challenge himself, because it's like he has to realize that the SmackDown roster that he's built since he's been booking it, it's not necessarily built for 3 hours. Unlike your Raw roster, who's now going back to 2 hours, who is built for a 3-hour show. It's so strange. So strange.
Hey, Lee.
This to me
I
is
don't know if you're
perfect.
still here, but look who's here. Lee.
There you go, Lee.
There you go, Lee. I don't know if you're still
Hey,
here.
Ghost. Hey, Ghost. I'm on my CM Punk high, and guess who's next, bucko?
Oh, wow. Okay.
You had some TV time. Congratulations.
TV time.
We'll see how it all plays out, but I'm very much looking forward to the 2-hour product.
Yeah. And
Amen.
SmackDown's gonna go to 3, so at the beginning of the year. So I guess we'll see 6 hours of weekly television programming.
But the Netflix Netflix deal, to me, I still think it's probably going to be a 3-hour block.
Yes.
But
100%.
At that current point in time, if they need 2.5 hours, they'll do 2.5 hours. If they need 2:45, they need 2:45. If they, need the full 3 hours to fit everything in, then they'll go to full 3 hours. But it'll be a 3-hour block, and they'll just do whatever they need to do in order to fit it.
Yep.
That's my point of all.
No, I agree. Hey, Lee, Ghost is here.
Oh my god, my W tag team partner. Hi.
All right, before we get out of here, we do got one more piece of business to take care of. As you know, we always do predictions champions. And after yesterday, myself and Rod Hardy.
Turn my camera back on for this shit.
Myself and Rod Hardy ended the season, which was from SummerSlam to Bad Blood. and the next season will be from the next pay-per-view through Saturday Night's Made Up. No, I'm sorry, World's End.
We have
Which
hit
is the last day of
70
the year.
viewers. 70.
Shout out, y'all, man.
Shout out,
Shout
Uh,
out everyone in the chat.
With
as
the
well.
final score in this season, me and Rod tied with 16. Tommy ended his season with 15. I'm lying, Tommy. Tom. You ended with 18. You ended
I
with
won!
18. You won.
I won!
You won.
Okay!
So, Tommy, right now you have to make the decision.
Wait.
You will craft a
You actually
meal
won?
You actually won.
Wait. Hold on. I think we gotta call HR.
What?
We
What are
might
you
gotta
talking
call
about?
We might
Wait,
gotta call HR.
Recount.
Wait, we got.
Yeah,
I think
get
we gotta
Tony
call
up
Bro,
here.
HR.
Get
come
Tony
on,
up here.
bro.
Get Tony
I
up.
never. Hey, on BTBC. I
Wait.
never
Actually,
win.
real quick, Rod. Let's hear his answer, and then we'll decide if we gotta call him.
Okay.
So, Tommy, it is now it's up to you to create a meal or an item for us to eat next week on stream.
Oh my God.
Tommy.
I'm a,
Make them suffer like you suffered with a biscuit.
No. Look, Tommy, look.
Tommy, look.
Tommy,
Tommy, love CM
Let
Punk.
them suffer. Remember,
my dog just unplugged my Ethernet cable.
Oh no.
W dog.
Luna
L
or-
dog.
Ooh,
Why would they do that
L-Dog.
to Tommy?
L-Dog.
But
I love that dog, by the way.
Dog's fantastic.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Can I be completely honest with y'all? I had no faith in any of my picks, so I didn't even think that I was gonna. I'm just being honest. I didn't even prepare for this moment. I just didn't believe in myself. I'm sorry.
So you're saying we don't have to eat?
No.
anything?
I'm saying.
Don't sell yourself so short,
Give
bro.
me at least a couple. Give me a day. Give me a day.
All right, so tomorrow, think about it just before the week, so we have time to prepare it before we get on stream next week.
I might announce it in Discord.
Announce it in Discord. There you go.
Yo,
So if you're not in
Tommy.
Discord, join it.
You
It's in the
can
YouTube
announce it on
description.
Twitter as well.
Yo,
Oh,
Tommy,
lovely.
I've got an idea for you.
What's
Make
up?
them eat one of the worst Scottish meals ever.
Why Scottish?
Also, Tommy,
Hey,
it
we
is
have
up
some
to you to
disgusting
figure
ass
out
food.
what
We have
guests
some
will be on next
disgusting
week
food.
because we can't talk until we finish the meal, of course. So
Oh, bet. This
So
is
it's
gonna
up to
be
you.
fun. Okay.
you gotta
Y'all
Oh
hear
my
find some
God.
that,
guests.
chat? Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
And no,
I still
wait,
remember when Tommy couldn't talk. That was
Can
funny
we,
as
can,
fuck.
we, can we drink water or no? We can't.
No.
I think that'll just be a part of the stipulation, whatever Tommy has.
Yo,
Yeah.
Tommy, just remember the suffering they
I
put
should've-
you
I
through.
should've-
with
I
the
did
dog.
no such thing.
I remember.
No, I that was all other people.
Nah, y'all don't
That was all
do
Donnie,
now.
bro.
Nah,
That was Donnie.
I remember.
Donnie.
I
Other
remember.
people.
I love how, Tommy, you're forgetting about the fact that I was talking shit as well that day.
Yeah, but you're
Yo, Wrestle
lucky. You're
Spot.
lucky.
Huh.
I got the
Isn't CM
punk.
Punk so great? I love
Looks
CM
amazing,
Punk.
bro. I love CM Punk.
I
Tommy,
love
your hair looks
CM
great
Punk.
today, bro.
This is great.
Tommy,
Tommy, hold on,
Tommy
bro.
looks so
Look at
good,
these guys.
Tommy.
Wait, hold on, Tommy. Come here.
Punk is the
The beard's
Oh,
connected.
dude,
Okay,
bro.
the beard's
Bro,
connected.
this-
Okay,
Tommy
you're
looks
looking
great.
great.
Bro, look
Look, Tommy got a retwist, man.
Bruh.
Oh man.
Oh,
Tommy,
Listen,
teeth looking extra white today, my guy. Hell yeah.
I may take it easy on y'all. I don't know. It depends on how my work day goes tomorrow. If I have a shitty,
Oh,
if I have a
fuck.
shitty
You have
work
a
day,
We gotta rely on LeVar.
If
Tommy,
he
bro.
has a shitty workday tomorrow, you two are fucked.
You,
Yo,
Phil,
Tommy.
Phil, we gotta
Tommy,
put you on
Tommy.
the lore of LeVar, man.
We'll do that later.
Okay.
We'll do that later.
Yo,
You two,
Tommy.
if he has a terrible workday, you guys are DONE
I
fucked.
already know, man. If LeVar's there tomorrow, oh, it's over, bro.
Tommy,
and
look,
hey,
I
I'm
got a
not gonna
child,
lie.
bro.
All I'm gonna say is, didn't the Dolphins lose?
I have no idea.
No, they won.
Oh, okay. So at least y'all got that going for you. So he should be in a good mood.
Yo, Tommy.
Tommy,
I
I got a
got
daughter, bro. I gotta
I
care for
have
her. I
no
can't do that if
idea
I'm
about the
sick.
Ravens won today, by the
Hey,
I
way.
can't do that if I'm sick, bro.
Listen, that's hey.
Can't do that.
Yeah, Tommy.
We'll see tomorrow.
Tommy. Just remember, last time when I was on the podcast, these two were putting in chat the FTS. They were doing it in chat.
Oh,
never done that in
that's
my life.
right. That's
Never done that in my life.
I've never done that.
Oh,
I'm not even in that
man.
Discord.
Done that. FTS,
Man.
what is that? That's not a thing.
Free
Ah.
feed Tommy subscribers.
Yeah,
Tommy subscribers.
This is great. So Punk won. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Florida won. Punk won. And I won. What
Go
a
Gators.
weekend,
Go
bro.
Gators. Go
Go
Gators.
Oh no! Don't do this.
DJ Lagway. You know what? DJ Lagway for
Oh my
Heisman.
god!
DJ Lagway for
Tim Tebow is the
Heisman.
greatest college quarterback of all
Oh,
time.
dude.
All right, now Tommy. Now
Oh,
you got to
dude.
be a dick. Now you got
Kyle
to be a
Pitts is
dick
the
to them.
greatest tight end of all time. Oh my god.
Oh,
I love SEC football. I love SEC
I love it.
football.
These guys.
We're all a family. Bring it
I
in.
love it. You know
Yeah.
what? I love the Dallas Cowboys. I love them. I
Oh.
love
Don't you ever swear to me in my chat ever again.
No.
Don't you ever do that.
The state of Kansas has plenty of things to do.
Yo, Tommy, the Oklahoma City Thunder, man. Oh, I love them.
Yeah, go Thunder, go.
I
Chet
love them.
Holmgren, rookie of the year. Rookie of the
Darian,
I
year.
can't speak on that because I don't watch basketball for shit.
Wemby's not better than Chet.
Oh, Chet's rookie of the year, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Shea Gilgeous is the MVP of the league.
SGA.
You know?
Yeah, I like this. This is awesome. Winner chicken dinner. This is great.
All
What a
right.
weekend. What a
We
weekend.
will see y'all next week. Hopefully, not too messed up, but we will see y'all. Y'all be safe, man.
CM Punk's the
Appreciate
great.
y'all for the 70 viewers tonight. Thank
Yeah.
you.
What a stream.
Yo,
Yeah.
it's still